Hey y'all, welcome back to Classic Cuties podcast. I'm your host Ebony.
I'm Tammy.
I'm Jade.
Yes, we back in the building with a good one for y'all tonight. Yes, a good podcast tonight. In the building, we will have yours truly, me,
And me.
And me.
No doubt. This topic tonight is going to be the man behind the laughs. That would be comedian Ayo. This is season 3, episode 6. But before we jump into that, we got to speak about us. So as far as myself, I got to say God is good, y'all.
All the time.
It is.
Yes, he's definitely that.
And all the time.
God is good.
Yes, he is. Come
Amen.
on, somebody.
So, as far as this week started out a little bit rough for me. If we want to go into detail or get into detail about it, a good friend of mine was killed in a shooting on airline, and not getting emotional about it, but to hear that hurt me. It cut me to the core. I don't know what the topic is of what's going on, if it's initiation, if it's like they say, that road rage, but y'all just be careful. You know, my heart goes out to her family. Katrina, you're in my prayers. But yeah, this week, like I said, it started out a little rough for me, but continuously praying on life, everything, work, friends, love y'all.
Right.
Oh, well, for me, I think I had a pretty decent week. I ain't gonna say life is life, but work is working. They keeping me busy. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, Jesus, for a job.
Amen. That's a blessing.
I wouldn't have it any other way. It's amazing. Life's good. I'm happy. Couldn't ask for it to be any better.
I'm just happy that we made it through the storm, man.
Yeah,
That was
for
crazy.
sure.
And I literally sat in that house thinking I wasn't gonna have no roof when I went outside the next day. It was very, very hectic. I'm so glad I didn't have a lot of damage, but I hope that everyone who does have damage, hope that you all are okay.
Right, because we were supposed to get like the main eye of that storm, but it did turn.
Thank you,
It did
Jesus.
turn
It
from the
did.
yard.
You did, but it came towards me. But it came towards me.
But you good.
But you
But
here.
I'm good. I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
I'm thankful. Still
Right.
have a roof over my head. My children are safe.
Right.
I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So y'all,
Yeah. Without further ado.
without further ado,
Drum roll, please.
yay, what you all been waiting for? We're not gonna make you wait. We're gonna go ahead and introduce our good friend, our homie, Mr. A.O., the man behind the laugh.
You know.
Yeah.
What's up? How y'all ladies doing?
Oh,
Good. How
we're
about
good.
you?
Welcome.
I am great.
Thank you for coming. Well,
I'm
thank
happy
you
to
so
be
much.
here. Happy to be here. You know, blessed and fortunate. Look, to all y'all heard about y'all week, but you know, I'm just grateful that none of us slipped. You know, on the baby oil that P Diddy. We are.
That's a lot of oil, bro. That's a whole lot of oil.
That's a lot of oil. You know what I mean? Like I grew up getting blessed and touched by olive oil, but baby oil.
Oh, right.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
There's never like, you know what? If you're in stock, Johnson and Johnson just lost their favorite
Right.
consumer.
So look, so when you said, what you called him? What's his name?
Who did he?
Yeah.
The
So
diddler.
me and Em, no.
Don't do that.
Evan and I had a somewhat of a dispute earlier this week.
Talk to me.
So she come to me and say, "Girl, you know they found him." I say, "Found who?" She say, "Puff Daddy." Who?
Yeah, she back in that.
I did go back.
More money, more problems.
Wait, everybody know how many names he had.
I know, but
Okay.
my thing, I was like, girl, what's Puff Daddy?
But is that?
Puff Daddy, Diddy, Love, Son, Puffy. He done had a whole bunch of names.
A lot of aliases.
Yeah, he had a lot of aliases, but that one took me back.
Yeah, that definitely. Take that.
Take that.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
But we just, before you actually sat down, we did read that. Did you see the number of dildos?
Man, I heard, but I can't remember.
700.
Yeah,
Was it like
700.
740 or
But
60
now-
something?
7.
Now look,
Jesus Christ.
why do you need that many dildos? It ain't that much freak in the world.
Hello.
I mean, and I'm a very I enjoy the festivities myself.
Yeah, we see. I
Yeah.
see you with your mask
Yeah,
on.
I mean, I get down. You know what I'm saying? 40 Shades of Black. But that's a lot of extracurricular activity going on.
Jeez, yeah.
Really is.
I mean, well,
It's a
I
lot.
mean, there's freaks and there's freaks of nature.
Wait,
Super freaks.
super freak.
Yeah, he got Rick James beat.
Rick,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Most
Wow.
Rick James said it, super freak.
Most definitely.
Wow.
And I wonder. I mean, I'm curious to find out if it's going to be one of these open trials where everybody could watch.
We
You
deserve
know?
it.
Oh yes.
We deserve to, like, could this be our freaky O.J. Simpson trial?
Real.
The freaky O.J. Simpson trial, because everybody watched it. Like,
Yeah.
and I was a kid then
Right.
when O.J. was going on. But this I think they gonna have to, like, this is like this happening. I know Young Thug definitely getting out after this, 'cause they got another sacrificial lamb now.
Right.
Now I will say this: Diddy is taking the hit for somebody else in the shadows. I'm big on conspiracies. I ain't lying to you, but he did whatever they say he did.
He did that.
But there's somebody above him that, you know, he just a sacrifice. I mean, yeah, he
Right.
the puppet. So, but it's inexcusable. It's inexcusable for some of the things he did. So, I mean, but people been saying this stuff about him.
Right. True. And I want to know who else at the party.
Man, hey,
I don't.
look, you gonna look at a lot of people sideways.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't.
He was
You
there
gonna-
too. You too.
But
Yeah,
it's
true.
a,
Not true.
but think about some. See, there's a party, then there's a party.
A party,
So
You know
it's
what I'm
the
saying?
parties
So
and
you
after
get invited to the parties, and you be like, oh, okay. And then you got certain rooms and stuff like, yeah.
Denzel Washington
yeah,
wasn't there though.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Denzel not gonna be there.
Oh, let us
Denzel
say
say,
that.
look, you know, after a certain time, you know,
It's time to go.
it's time to go. I mean,
There was no time for that.
but that's how they trap a lot of these artists
Wow.
into certain contracts and stuff like that. So when I say Diddy is just a character in the main in the game of things, he's just
Right.
a one functioning component. He just had to take his lick.
Oh yeah.
You know, he ain't got to worry about the dildo in jail. So he got plenty willing characters. I mean, and to each his own, you know.
Right.
But you know, take that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We ain't gonna talk about too much of Diddy.
Yeah,
Diddy.
let's get
Yeah, he got his own problems.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
more problems.
More money, more
more money, more problems.
I think
All
that's
right.
it.
More problems, more problems, more money.
Oh baby, all more problems.
Right, they had like shelves though. I don't want to keep going back to that, but it was like shelves full.
I don't even have.
Baby oil?
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't watch
Or just oil, whatever kind of
Oil.
oil he had.
I
Just
mean,
oil?
Olive
baby-
oil.
No, these were pink tops. Pink top mean baby oil.
Pink to pink top.
Pink top mean
Well,
baby
It
oil.
was large size box.
Oh yeah,
Large.
this ain't no. These were jugs.
So wait.
This wasn't no bottle. This was jugs.
So not only did he buy Johnson and Johnson, he had the Equate brand too.
Not equate.
Hey, yeah, let me get the whole shot. That boy went Costco shopping.
Wow.
That boy went Sam's Club. Yeah, let me get the
Whoever's doing this investigation, they probably was like, "Gee."
Hey, look, the laughs that they were having,
Right.
the laughs that they were having.
The memes that are about to come out.
Oh, the memes, they popping already. I ain't touch on it. This is my first time talking about it.
the game. Let's talk about the game. I want to touch a little bit on the Saints and the Cowboys.
Yeah, who that?
Who that?
Who that? You already know what it is. Dom.
Because you've been very petty. You've
Yeah,
been
I'm
very
very
on social media.
petty. I'm very petty when it comes to the Saints and Cowboys rivalry. You know, we live amongst these Cowboy
Yes.
fans.
Girl.
Cowboy. I'm being nice, but cowgirls, you know, y'all got every reason to cry. You know,
Yeah.
And
y'all,
cry.
y'all are who we thought
Jordan
y'all were.
cried too.
Y'all not the boys. Y'all not the boys. So, with that being said, shout out to the Who That Nation.
Hey.
Yeah.
Who that?
Who that? Who that? Yeah.
Who that?
Throw your hands up.
Yeah.
All right.
Shoot.
Getting personal.
Talk to me.
We want to know the man behind the last. So take us back a little bit, and we're gonna move forward. Tell us a little bit about AO and what caused you or what made you want to get into comedy.
Okay, so I did it. So everybody knows me about AO, but Aaron is the person that everybody really wants to meet.
AA Ron.
Okay.
AA Ron. You know what I'm saying? That's the person that I rarely let out, but that's the person that when I'm having these, you know, regular conversations, you know what I'm saying? Everybody
Okay.
expects for me to always be funny.
Okay.
So, but Aaron is the person that grew up in foster care, was taken into foster care when he was 2.
Wow.
I was raised by one family. I was blessed and fortunate. You know, me and my brother, me and my biological brother who just passed a couple of years ago, we were raised in the same family. So, you know, raised well, and I just got into comedy because it was just an outlet for me.
That makes sense.
I don't know what it is. Like, I've always been this jovial, happy person, and then I just used certain things that I had bottled up, some of the traumas of not understanding why I went through adoption or foster care system and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, all that was bottled up, and I never knew that was the reason for me hiding certain things about myself. You know. Now I will say this: I did use that as one of my pickup lines
Okay.
when I was in high school and college. Like, because the more I realized, the more intimate you are as far as revealing yourself to women, the more they seem to give themselves to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I was so when I would use that, once I realized it worked. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh yeah, this is good. Look, hey fellas, you're intimate. To share something about yourself that's revealing. It ain't got to be to share something real personal that you feel like it works. I promise.
Ladies, please realize.
Yeah, ladies, please realize that they got the game from me.
I mean, all men have a sensitive side,
We do.
and they try to be real hard or show that hard side. But I gotta say, it is a good thing to a woman for a man to show that, to open up and show that sensitive side.
It takes a lot for us to do it. It takes a lot for us to do it, depending on what type of man you are. But you got some real sensitive men. But to allow yourself to share certain things about yourself without feeling some type of way, that's cool, because there's things that's deeper than that. But overall, I started doing comedy because I've always was told that I was funny, and I just tried it. I literally used to skip work just to go do open mics.
You probably get paid more with open mic.
No, at this time I should have been working. At this time in my life, I just should have been working. Like, I was literally Converges.
Right.
I went on a lunch break one time and didn't clock back in. Just go do comedy. That's just how much I love comedy.
Well,
I got
y'all just heard it.
Yeah, I got hit for a point on that. I hit up for a point on that, but
That point system.
that point system get you every time. But I was young, dumb, but I loved it. And overall, the man behind the laugh is just someone that's learning to heal from traumas. Some things that you just truly ignored so much to where you have no choice to deal with them, and there's only so much a laugh can get you. You really have to face these things head on and go inside and deal with your dragons, demons, you know, the monsters in the closet of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Become
So
vulnerable.
yeah, and it truly takes you being vulnerable to get to a process of healing. So my smile sometimes it can be forced.
It's
And-
mask.
Yeah,
It's a mask.
it's definitely a mess. It's literally, I'm Batman all the time, but in my heart of hearts, I'm Bruce Wayne. I'm Bruce Wayne. I have the things that when the camera's not on,
You human.
we're all human.
Right.
We're all human, and I think that's the part where social media has given
Distorts
everybody.
it.
Yeah, it distorts a lot of it, and everybody wears a mask
Right.
on social
For
media.
real.
You know, everybody has created an alias for themselves, right? And it's now the internet ain't a place to share all your business. I want to let I want people to understand this. The internet is not your friend. It can be an ally
Yeah.
depending on how you use it, because it's a tool.
It could be an enemy.
It can be an enemy if you don't use it right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so the internet is not a place to reveal all your
Everything.
feelings. It's you let people know your business. There are people that make money being in your business.
Exactly. And
So-
you be putting people business.
Yeah, because I've done plenty of You So Childish news
Yes, I love it though.
off people's business, but you know, but I tried to do it in a fun way. But
Right.
overall, I just find myself I've always been an optimistic person as a kid, as a young man, as a grown man, and I'm still navigating life, learning things about myself, and just learning to continue to grow and give myself grace, forgiving myself, and also helping those who encounter me get on that path as well. Yeah.
Okay. And I know, I'm gonna let y'all ask y'all questions too. But I know you had an experience or had the pleasure of working with Kevin Hart.
Yes.
How was that?
It was amazing. It was. I think working with Kevin Hart was one of my biggest accomplishments, but it also, I believe, it was one of the biggest letdowns. Not because of Kevin, but
Okay.
because of expectation. You know, because I thought, hey, look, I'm on my way.
Right,
I'm on my way. Like I'm working with Kevin Hart. Great experience. It was just bad timing at the time because he was in a little trouble himself, and COVID happened right after that,
Yeah.
and so it was just like So I'm thinking like, all right, I ain't got to work again. I would just work doing the thing that I love doing, and that's comedy. But it was almost the revelation I got during COVID, right? During that time, which was one of the best times of my life. And for those who lost loved ones, look, this is not gearing anything towards it. I'm talking about my personal experience.
Right.
That shutdown was the greatest thing that ever happened to me because I could not run to a comedy club. I could not run to a party. I could not run to nothing but myself.
Right.
Nothing but God and
Right.
face myself, right?
Right.
During that time. And the mirror on the wall showed me some things and I had to get right.
Ooh, come on
And it made me come to realize like the God presence that was in me when I was talking to God. It was just like, hey, look, I allowed you to do that because it was on the list, but there's more to this thing called life than just the thing that you're doing. You got some work to do.
now. Right.
And I had to, that's when my renaissance or my rebirth period happened. So yeah, so if you have been following me for a long time, you know I was hell on that gram. I was hell. I you look at my page now, it's not as vulgar. It's a lot more
growth.
Yeah,
That's
it's
growth.
a lot of growth. It's a lot of growth. So when I say I thank God for growth,
Marriage.
yeah,
Kids.
all that.
Right.
All that.
And then, how old is your son now?
My son is 17.
Wow.
My daughter just turned 1.
Okay.
So,
She got you.
oh yeah,
I
she
know.
got me. She got me. Like I don't know what it is. Like they tell you like, hey, you gonna change. You like, yeah, I changed. They say money changed people. My daughter changed me.
And she
Right.
looked just like
Oh, that's my baby.
That's your twin.
That's daddy baby.
That's your twin.
Okay. That's
That's your twin.
daddy baby there.
So look, I want to know, cause you like you had us in a chokehold with dumb for a minute, like we. Yeah. So well, I mean, where that came from, like.
It came from, well, obviously, the lingo in Baton Rouge,
Yeah.
but the sign, I was doing I did a skit, and it's my jail skits, my jail FaceTime skits. That's where it came from. So, I didn't even know I was doing it, I was, naturally, and just dumb. And so, one of my followers, she put it in the emojis, in emoji form. I was just like, oh. So it was just like, I got something. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's good right there. So every time,
Started running with it.
yeah, I ran with it, made money off the shirts. It's actually a brand.
Right.
Copyrighted.
Yeah, copyrighted, everything. Like I got some apparel that's gonna be dropping this month.
Okay, that's what's up.
So it's this thing, like I'm just like, oh wow, this thing really catching on, and then just the fact that it is Baton Rouge lingo, it just people see me in the mall or walking around and just dumb. Dumb. Like it's a beautiful thing. I ain't lying. Just to create something and then people catch on to it, and to have people out of town as well.
Right.
People in Houston, people California, New York, Florida, catching on using the lingo. I was just like, I got something.
Yeah,
I got something.
you definitely got something. Cause
So Baton Rouge, I appreciate you for that.
yeah, because I know, like, if I'm at, like, I could be talking to anybody, and I'm like, they be like, dumb. They already know what's next. So it's a catchy phrase, and it's great that everybody know when you say,
Dumb.
yeah, where it came from.
Right.
I mean that. It's beautiful. I ain't lying. I love it.
So, but what else?
What you have coming up next?
Yeah, I was about to ask about that concert.
Oh, that concert. Concert went well with DCO Fly and Bubba Dub. Like I did my ditty on that one. No baby on. But I slid on that one. I slid on that one. You understand me? I did. I ain't lying. It was fun. I was the opening. I was the opener for it. So I set the tone, and everything else after that, you had to come with it.
Yeah.
You had to come with it, and it was just fun. It was. And I've done plenty of other things, but that was the first time I did the River Center Theater in like since the Keith Sweat concert. So, and that theater is a lot more intimate compared to the arena.
Right.
So, when I cut up, I cut up. So I had fun doing it. I had fun doing it. Yeah.
So I seen you in our last guest, Mr. Dewey Allen. I seen you.
Oh,
Yeah, Dewey. Yeah, shout out to Dewey.
what I do?
I saw you. I saw that. So.
Man, just working, just putting some plays together, trying to make things happen. That's all. That's all.
Your skits. Speaking of your skits, of course you have a way of making people laugh. I gotta bring it up, like your Tony Green skits and
The Young and the Ratchet.
yeah, the young man. Like, tell us about that. Touch on that for me.
It was, that's just one of those things, just capitalizing off of Baton Rouge drama.
Yeah.
Tony is a very interesting character in our daily walk of life in Baton Rouge. And I mean, he's one of the most interesting people in Baton Rouge. And it's not that I want to know it, because I don't follow Tony. But I don't even follow Tony. But Tony make the city so hot that
He's funny,
that
though.
you pop on. Man, Tony is funny.
Right.
And I just find it crazy how dudes just keep on getting caught.
But Tony let people know Tony real.
Tony, and that's why I respect him. Like,
Right.
I've never bashed Tony for his sexuality.
Right.
That's none of my business.
Right.
I'm laughing at the fact that you keep on end up in these situations, bro. Like
Right.
Tony, you're 6'8". You could be playing in the NBA, my boy.
Oh, my Jesus.
Like, fight back. I'm tired of you in these situations. Fight back, Tony. That's all I want you to do for yourself. Whatever you got going on, just turn into the Incredible Hulk and be a man and fight back. Defend yourself, and then be whatever you want to be. But Tony is funny. He gives great content, and then I take that content and use it.
Yeah.
Oh man, because it's so funny. I'm just like this can't be real. This can't be real. And Tony proved me right every time.
This is real life. This is happening.
This is happening in real life.
Man,
Yeah, that's too funny.
man, shout out to my margarita.
Yes,
Shout out.
Dominique, Gerald.
And shout out to the what's that? The lemon drop shot that we had earlier. What?
White t-shirt.
A white t-shirt. Can I get fresh in my white? Can we get? Is it possible to get 4 up here?
Like seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't get the white tea. I didn't get
That one,
I didn't
oh
either.
my goodness.
I missed it. Look, I missed that. I did see that. I did sure
Yeah, can we get around if it's possible?
That's possible.
Man,
I'm
that
out.
was so, it was delicious. It was delicious. You understand? It was delicious.
Like it was an
So
appetizer.
Dominique.
It was what?
No,
So Dominique did her did.
she did her did.
With no baby oil.
No baby oil.
Shout out to Dominique.
Dominique did her did.
Every time I get
Every
home,
time.
This I tried to tell you.
Hey, this margarita hit so, but
a chance.
look.
I mean, we try to be, incognito. Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell
Like
y'all
we're
on
drinking.
camera. I need to pull up. And where are we again?
Monte Cristo.
Monte
Man,
Cristo.
Look, y'all heard the name. Y'all pull up.
What's the address?
7808 Howard Boulevard.
That's what I'm talking about, right? Look, come show love over here. Spend some dollars over here because, yeah, I got a new hangout spot now.
And it's what?
Done.
Yes. I gotta find out what this white tea is. Cause I did like on the slick. I see y'all.
I saw y'all.
Everybody was ready.
Hey, man, look, we
Toasted
man,
stuff.
look,
we missed
shout out to the camera crew behind the scenes. Man, we enjoyed ourselves before we hit.
Right. I got y'all. We're gonna talk about this when the camera's cut off. Yeah. Y'all left us hanging on that one.
All out.
But I looked out for y'all. Look, we're gonna get some up here. We're gonna get some up here.
Okay, tell us about fatherhood with baby girl because I know that was a journey.
Yeah, it
Shout out
was a
to
journey.
Miss Odom.
Yeah, it was a journey because just trying to have a baby because like women like she was just like, hey, look, I'm ready for a baby. I'm just like, hey, I'm trying. Doing it on command is different from this. Hey, look, I felt like hey, look, can you like take me out to eat? Like give me. I mean, you just can't just demand that I. Like, hey, look, it's that time. Look, she got it on schedule and stuff. Look, hey, ma'am, look. Can you serenade me? Can you give me a massage? Can you give me some wine? Something. Man, look. I tell you, but when
Get me drunk.
When
Get
she
me
get
drunk.
get me drunk. I ain't lying. Take me out. I mean, but once we finally found out we were pregnant, it was I was so happy because I know my boy is swinging, but yeah, they was marching. So I thank God nothing was wrong with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause that's and then because it'll make you question yourself too because you're trying, but it's just like like it was like.
But it's not in your time.
Yeah, it wasn't the time. So,
Right.
but to finally be pregnant and then have the baby, and then it was just like, what am I doing? Like, what? I I'm really starting over. Like I'm
Right.
starting over,
That's all right
and
though.
and to share life and to do it a different way than I did with my son.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I find it to be a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I'm in love.
Aw.
Yeah, that baby girl is
I'm
beautiful.
in love.
She is.
I can't say that. I can't.
She's spoiled.
Yeah,
Right?
she got me. Like she got me. I don't see how dudes. Man, look, I love her. I love her.
That's what's up though. But that's your beautiful outcome for you.
Indeed, and I'm happy because my wife she wanted a little girl too, and she wanted a child more than anything, but she definitely wanted a little girl, and just to be able to share life with her, and just so she can experience motherhood,
Right.
that made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
As it should.
Yeah, that made me happy.
Aw.
Yeah. See, it's more than just these laughs and skits I be doing. I'm like, yeah,
You got the emotional side.
And he's humble.
Right.
Very, very, very.
Good.
That's what's up though. Like,
But y'all know me. I'm going.
man, hit the button.
Yeah, I'm
man,
gonna
ask
get
the
a
question.
Yeah, because I want people
Ask the
to know
question.
that there's
Wait.
AO and then there's AA.
hold on, cause wait, wait, my cheeks hurt. Cause
Well, mine too.
when he say hit the button, why it sound like that little girl?
Hit the goddamn button!
You heard what the little girl said?
What took you so long? I watched too many movies, y'all.
But
But
wait, that was the first when he say hit the button.
You want me to tell you something? That one was in my head too.
oh Lord, she watched too many movies for real, especially her. But no, on a more serious note, like you was just saying, you have a vulnerable side, you have an emotional side. Tell us about like your weakest point in life. Like I would take it back to Martin when he said, "Man, I was broke me down to my brake pads."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But have you ever had that moment in life to where maybe you wanted to give up or just
Oh, I've had suicidal thoughts before.
okay?
Like, and all because I felt like things weren't going the way that I thought it should. You know,
Right.
like I truly wanted to give up on life. Sometimes when you're giving effort and you feel like no one's understanding your effort,
Right.
can make you drive yourself to a point like
Absolutely.
You're done.
yeah, I'm done. Like, and I never want to, go out that way, right?
Mhm.
But I've had moments where I was just like, man, I should just drive this bitch off the bridge right now. Just,
Wow.
like honestly,
And
because
A
you
mental
just
health check.
yeah,
yes,
and I'm
absolutely.
big on mental health now. Like doing one of the greatest things that ever happened to me was going to therapy.
Ooh, come on now.
Me too.
Speak on
One of
it.
the greatest, and that's why
Yes.
I inform brothers all the time. Like I tell anybody, but especially my men, I tell them, hey, look, bro, take care of your mental.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
It's
Right.
okay to go talk to the lady or the man
Right.
Right.
and decompress these emotions and thoughts.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, no matter what gender you are,
Mm-hmm.
you
Or what
still
race.
present. No matter what race,
Right.
right?
Right.
No matter even your class, as far as the class that you're in, poor, middle, or rich,
Mm-hmm.
you deal with the same emotional
Yep.
and mental states as everybody else,
Right.
right? And if you haven't strengthened certain points of your mental and emotional intelligence, right, then you're bound to fail at some point.
Right.
So how do I get to a point where I can say, hey, look, I don't know it all. Hey, I surrender to just, hey, I'm done with trying to be everything for everybody,
Right.
and let me be everything that I need to be for me.
Absolutely.
And I think the point why we are that way is because we were taught to love everybody outside of ourselves before we learn to love ourselves first.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. I do this with my daughter. I had this conversation with my wife. I said, our daughter doesn't owe us. Like she doesn't owe us an I love you at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like she doesn't. Like we're supposed to be pouring into her.
Right.
Now when
Absolutely.
she gets to the point where she feels that she can do that or be that, hey, and reciprocate that love, she will. But we were always taught to give love and never fill ourselves up, then give it.
Right.
Right.
And that's the point that's the one thing that I'm trying to correct in myself. Make sure that I instill it in my son and my daughter. And also, just like even then, like with my wife, just making sure she's good, you know, with her own mental health. Like we both have therapists. You know what I mean? Like, and my wife is into mental health. She's an LPC.
Yes.
But she even told me, like, you know, your therapist got to have a therapist.
Yes.
This is true.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yes.
Because
Very
they take on the emotions and things of other
Of
people.
everybody
You know what I'm
else,
saying?
yes.
And you don't know where they. So it's just understanding who you are and what you are, and then can I evolve into what I truly want to be? Because we often are caught up in the image of what our parents want us to be, what our friends or social media tells us to be, right?
The world wants you to
The
be.
world, right? But problem is, we were always, the one thing I can come back to is we are being too much of this world.
Right.
The weight of the
You know
world
what I'm
on
saying?
your
We're being
shoulders.
too much in this world, and you actually have to step back. You engage with the world and get back out of it.
That's right.
And that's how you keep your that's
Your-
and that's how you keep
your
your
mental.
that's how you keep your mental and emotional states
In check.
in check.
Yeah.
Because when you so involved, I can say this. I was so hell bent on social media at one point in my life because I thought that's how I'm gonna get it. That's how I'm gonna make it. That's
Right.
I lost my. That's all I cared about.
Right.
That's all I cared about is what I'm gonna post on social media today. This and that. Constantly checking my phone and stuff like that.
And people was missing your attention.
Yeah.
It would affect things at
Right.
home.
And that's what, man. And look, I done had some disagreements, and those disagreements have put me in a position to where, because of the traumas, because my traumas, and I just be transparent. I realized that my traumas were more of acceptance, wanting to be accepted, and their mommy issues, right? So everything I did was to prove that I was worthy of. So calmly, whether it was stand up or doing it on social media, I felt like I had to make it. So it didn't. I was not gonna let nobody stop me from accomplishing that. So my wife couldn't get through to me. No, nothing could stop me from being that, and that's why I said again, COVID was the biggest wake up call for me, because when the world shut down, I had nothing else to do. Like, there was still stuff posted online, but there was nothing for me to run to,
Right.
you know. And so that's why I say again, like some of my little points. I've had suicidal thoughts. I've been in places where, you know, as a man, where you check yourself and be like, look, I'm not even good enough for my wife. I'm not like, and that's an honest thought and emotion that I had. It's just like, I'm not even good enough for her, because not only do I feel like I'm failing, I can honestly say like, hey, I'm not doing this right, like, and I'm not progressing like I need to be, because what am I holding on to? What am I not getting? What am I not understanding, even from her standpoint of what not only she needs me to be for this family? What am I distracted by to not fulfill those things, right?
Wow.
So it's a, you know, that's why when we get on these podcasts or open up the phone and hear all these podcasts, men do this, women do that, and black, man, I don't care about that shit.
Right.
Like, you have to really look in the mirror at yourself and say, just be honest with yourself. Look, I done did some ancient stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I can say that. I've been not worthy of her time and attention and stuff like that. So when she gets quiet and I'm on, like, why am I even, like, I don't deserve it. I've been there.
But she's
I've
your
been
rock. She is your rock.
She's
Yes.
she's revealed more to me about myself, which is probably why I started going to therapy. And she's called me out on a lot of different things, but you know, when you're stubborn, you think you know it all. And, you know, it takes a lot for you to just break that stronghold of the stubbornness. And yeah,
When she's coming from a place of love, it's easier for you to accept that because you know this woman don't mean you no harm. It's all for good. So
Well,
you
when
have
she-
no choice but to listen and think about it and process
but
it.
what happens when it's coming from a place? It started from a place of love, then it gets to a place of frustration, then it gets to a breaking point,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
And you know what I'm saying? So we've had our breaking points, you know, and you know, not to share all my business, like she done left me. She done left me before, but I can share that because I know that I can honestly say to any man, like, you look, it's only so much love.
Right.
Right.
It's only so much love. You got, I mean, look, when a woman's fed up, I knew exactly what R. Kelly meant then. I knew what that, like, being wrong, listening to that song, it hit different.
Yes, it absolutely
Because
does.
it's like, you think because we're taught in this old logic of a man this, a man that, but we don't, things have evolved and things have changed. And women don't have to put up with certain things that your grandma did and
Right,
your mama
right,
did and stuff like that.
absolutely.
You know, but at the same time, it's like, if things have to evolve in that way, with the progression of women being able to have their own, men have to evolve in a way to where you mature your emotional intelligence, right? And I think that's why I would advise any man to go to the therapy.
Don't be afraid of it.
Yeah, it definitely helps though.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like I said a
All
lot.
of us on this panel, every last one of us on this panel have had therapy sessions.
Exactly.
And I love it.
Shout out to
And
Marguerite.
shout out to the Marguerites. Since we're talking about it, we
Come on
go
with
and get these drinks. Come on in,
Come on
Dominique.
with
Bring it on in. Bring it on home. Hey.
Okay. All
No,
right.
this is a t-shirt.
T-shirt.
White
T-shirt.
Tea?
White
T-shots. All right.
Shout out
What is this shot for?
To prosperity, health, and wealth.
yes,
I like that.
prosperity, health, and wealth.
All right.
Good other podcast.
All right.
Come on.
The man behind the lads.
All the people in the audience taking shots. Okay, I
Come
see.
on.
Woo.
Oh, nah. Oh, nah, nah.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey.
Woo.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. All right.
That was
Thank you,
refreshing.
Dominique. I appreciate it.
Okay, Dominique.
Friday, Monday, Crystal, we had a tribute to Maze white T-shirts from every hour on the hour from 7 to 10.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
wow.
Friday
Sure.
night, what time?
7
From
to
7 to
10.
10.
If y'all have a flyer for that,
All
I'm gonna
white?
post it on my page.
There's one online. We'll make sure we'll connect.
Okay.
Friday, this Friday.
Yes,
My
okay.
Shannon Sharp voice. That's my Dominique.
You gotta get that love.
That's my Dominique.
Yeah, they got a lot of all white parties coming up. Oh, this year.
Yeah. That's my Dominique.
From 7 to 10, Friday night. Right here in Monte Cristo.
Right. They got a lot of all white parties coming up.
Wow.
R.I.P.
Frankie Beverly.
Frankie
That was
Beverly.
good, wasn't it?
And
Oh, yeah,
Tito
that was-
Jackson.
And Tito Jackson,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
All right, yeah, Tito.
Why Tito died?
Right after Frankie.
No,
Yeah.
Tito.
Yeah.
Yep, right after
No,
Frankie.
Tito.
Oh, wow. He did. You knew that. Don't do that. Don't act like that.
That was my favorite.
Tito. I know it was. They really were close.
Man, all right.
Come on, bring it back.
Somebody on social media
Come on
said
back.
that they think the Grim Reaper being racist.
Huh?
I'm
The
gonna
Grim
hey, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh.
I
And mine too, because I think I'm still on this
I
side.
posted this a while ago, but I think Stevie Wonder killing all of
Not Steve.
Stevie be
Stevie?
singing. Stevie be
Not
singing at
Stevie.
everybody's funeral, but he ain't gone yet. Stevie, think about this. Stevie be at everybody's funeral singing.
I'm not.
He putting that ribbon in the sky on their ass.
I'm not doing it.
Hey,
I can't.
look, I'm telling you, it's very superstitious.
Very superstitious.
But I'm telling you, Stevie got something to do with that. I'm thinking Stevie is the Grim Reaper.
Not
Stevie.
Stevie.
I'm telling you, man.
No.
Look, he walked by faith, not by sight now.
That's cold.
Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Y'all gonna leave Stevie alone. I like
That's my favorite artist. That's my favorite artist.
lies you
Stevie, what
tell.
you think, Stevie?
Man, Stevie the one.
Put on the glory.
Stevie the one. Stevie the one that's coming to the people like in Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crossroads. That's Stevie. Stevie in it.
No, see, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
I am not.
All right, look.
I'm not called
I told you I
that.
like conspiracies. Stevie be at everybody's funeral singing.
Right.
Just ushering
It came
them all
from the
in.
man.
Usher them all in.
Y'all gonna stop.
Usher them all in. Woo, nasty bit usher.
Y'all gonna
When
stop.
Stevie say, let me go sing at this funeral and see who I got for you next.
So there's a list?
I'm
He
not
got a
doing-
list.
I'm not doing it.
It's written in Braille, but he got a list. My boy there. I got your ass out. That's your
Oh my goodness.
All right, so Mr. Al, what you got coming up next? What you got working in the works for us?
Honestly, I'm working on a couple short films.
Okay.
Working on a couple short films and working on my special. It's actually going to be called I Don't Give a
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it's a lot of
what?
things. It's a lot of things that I want to get off my chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
okay,
And
right.
it's a and you have to like don't give a to reveal it, right?
Right, absolutely.
So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't have a timeline on it, but I know I'm just working on it, and then when it's ready, I'm gonna just drop
Put it on out there.
and put it on out there. But my plan is to be more progressive, proactive in everything that I'm doing, because I do understand life is short, and I look at these passings, right, and I ask myself, if something happened to me today or tomorrow, what is it that I'm leaving behind?
Right,
You know,
absolutely.
because a lot of people don't appreciate your work until you go anyway,
Yeah.
right?
That's true. And they gonna say, I just talked to him
Yeah,
yesterday.
and I don't need nobody. You ain't talk to me because I don't talk to that many people. So you ain't
But-
talk to me. But
Yeah, but you know how people-
oh my God, I was just at this store.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But did you buy one of my shirts though?
Right,
Right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm working on, and just working on just leaving a good legacy as far as my work, like the talent and just did I get the most out of this life? You know, not I don't want to be stagnant anymore. Like I said again, just being as proactive as possible.
That's what's up. So tell the people how they need to, get some of this merch.
Okay, look, you can go to I'm about to be in the stores. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Fashion Stop on Florida Boulevard and the Fashion Stop in Baker. You will be able to get my apparel, the dumb gear, the dumb apparel in Fashion Stops. 2 for $55. The 2 for $55, 2 for $55. I got the 2 for $55, 2 for $55. I said the 2 for $55, 2 for $55. I got the 2 for $55, 2 for $55. Yeah, so that's gonna be in the Fashion Stops, and yeah, that's where you can pull up to. You ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta wait online. Just pull up to one of the stores.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's up there. That's
I'm
what
blessed. I'm blessed.
I like that. I like that.
Humble and blessed.
As far as comedy shows, shout out to our good friend Howard Hall.
That's my brother.
Yes, Howard Hall. We also reaching out to Howard. He's supposed to try to come on
Okay.
the podcast eventually. He's in Houston? No,
Austin.
Austin. So shout out to you, Howard. And I know you guys worked together on some things previously. So how was it working with Howard?
It's always awesome working with Howard. I hold Howard on such a high pedestal. Like he's been a role model. He's been a good brother. Like when I started doing comedy, Howard is the first person that I migrated to, and we've been click tight ever since. So when I left Convergence that night, I met Howard.
Okay.
Y'all
So
make
I
an
was
awesome duo though.
Yeah, like I was 18 when I met Howard, and so ever since then he was like that's my brother. We both Capricorns.
Okay.
You know, we both we talk about this stuff and we work on this stuff, and yeah, Howard is just a phenomenal talent, man, husband, father, all those things. So
Absolutely.
I'm grateful to have him in my life.
He's definitely a good dude. So we'll be hopefully getting Howard on the
Well, I
podcast.
I could reach out to him. I could,
You gonna put a good word
I
in
put
for
a
him?
good word in for y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We done already got that. Yeah. We 2 steps ahead of you. Dumb. Yeah. But that's okay. I appreciate that's what I like, because it's the fact that you're not coming across like you was actually wanting to reach out to Howard for us,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Man,
we
it's
don't
love.
Appreciate
we
you not
want We
gatekeeping.
don't want you to do that, but we do have something for you.
What? Not that these Dallas Cowboys. I open it up.
Yeah, you can open it.
Dallas Cowboys.
It's very fragile, so
Fragile.
yeah, fragile.
Okay. Let's see what we got going on, yeah. Okay. Classic.
Classic what?
How long?
We need some tissue.
You good?
Classic Kings, huh? Classic Kings. Can I get some margarita?
White tea. What she
No,
say, white tea?
I truly appreciate you ladies. And you know what? And it's crazy that this is a well-dressed gentleman on
And
it,
it
because
does.
that's really one of the things that, as I'm turning this new leaf, right, new page in my life, I'm looking to change up my wardrobe and stuff too. So,
Yeah.
Look at
Hey,
that.
Okay, ain't
so
nothing wrong with
this
that.
is all, this is all part of the paradigm.
It's a line.
Yeah, it's a line. So I appreciate that, ladies. I'm definitely give y'all a hug.
He gonna cry in the car.
Look, y'all be surprised that men love gifts too. Men love
Yeah,
gifts. So
absolutely.
And it don't
I'm
have to be
great.
extravagant.
It don't. Like, look, I ain't lying. They could have gave me a $10 wing gift card. I would have used it too. It didn't matter.
I literally thought about that.
What? That's crazy.
I really thought
All
about that.
flats.
But
fresh
what, I have to laugh right now because the way Al is holding this mug is like he got a trophy.
Wait, no.
Advertising.
Listen, he said all flat, fresh dress.
You forgot that part.
You know, wait. Have you seen him eat a wing?
I love my wings. I love my wings. I am a flat connoisseur. Now, granted, look, it's all part of the same chicken. I just prefer one piece of that chicken more than the other.
Right.
Now, if it's drums and flats in my box, I'm gonna eat it. But if I pay for all flats, that's what I want. All flats.
So can you eat the drum as quick as you eat the flat? It take a little bit more time.
Yeah, it take a little more time.
More work?
Yeah, it's more work. I'll say that for AO after dark.
Well, you gotta tell us how everybody can reach you on social media and touch bases with you.
If you want to reach me on social media, AO is comedy, the number 3. AO is comedy, the number 3, and that'll be the best way to reach me on social media.
And that's TikTok.
TikTok is just AO is comedy.
Okay.
AO is comedy, and Facebook you can type in AO is comedy as well. That should pop up.
Okay. Okay.
That's what's up there.
Man, ladies, thank y'all so much. I truly enjoyed this, girl. Y'all, I was missing this little couch, and I would have revealed everything to y'all.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I know she liked the couch. But Tammy, this is your point.
Yeah, so make sure y'all join Conversations with Classic Cuties. We're gonna be Classic Cuties podcast on YouTube. Quties page on Facebook and Instagram.
Classic Cuties on Instagram.
Classic Quties on Instagram. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to all three, and continue to watch us as we move on with these local Baton Rouge celebrities.
Yes,
And we
because
thank you.
our next podcast, I said I was going to wait to tell you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Our next podcast, we're going to have Paige Nicole.
Oh, that's my
That's
girl.
our girl, right?
That's my
Paige
girl.
Nicole, shout out to Paige.
That-
We can't wait to see you on
Thank
October
you.
2nd.
Yes.
That is, I mean, no negative energy love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, that ain't dumb.
No.
Dumb.
Yeah.
All right, Paige. We'll be seeing you October
Can't wait to
2nd.
see you.
And that would be us signing off.
We're going to be wrapping up. Classic Cuties signing off.
Good night,
Cuties with a
you
Q.
guys.